everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Caitlin, and this is my cat, Colonel Mustard, because he's in every video, so I feel like I just need to introduce him if he's already sitting here, especially if you're new here. But I'm the creator behind this YouTube channel called Cash Stuffed, and I make cash stuffing content here on YouTube. And I started cash stuffing back in 2024 as a way to help us save for our wedding that we had this past March in 2025, and also just to basically try to start getting out of debt and get ahead financially, because I tried pretty much almost so many different budgeting methods and nothing really fit with me. And I always had a terrible relationship with money where I thought it was just awful and scary. And then when I tried this, I was like, well, this actually makes it fun. Like, counting money is fun. Like, it actually is. And putting it aside and then like opening stuff up to be like, how did I already end up with $100? Like, so many things happen faster than you think with this method, and I absolutely love it. So if you're interested in learning more about cash budgeting, cash stuffing, and all of that, make sure to hit the subscribe button, because I share awesome content like this every single week, and I would love for you to be here because I have a lot of fun with this, and I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun here too. So today, we're going to be cash planning $660, and if you're new to this whole world, basically what that is, it's like a budget with me video, right? So what I'm going to do is we're starting with a balance of $660, and this is what is left over after we have paid our bills. This is left over from my husband's paycheck and left over from mine. For me, it was actually just some affiliate commissions and stuff like that because I'm in the works of some bigger projects, and so those won't get paid until a little bit later on. So that is what we are working with. And basically what I'm going to be doing is I didn't put all of my categories down because I know I'm going to be putting some really big amounts towards a handful of things. So there's probably going to be like 3 big things and like maybe a couple small things. Like what I thought would be easiest is like, let me put down the ones that I wanted. Like there's ones on here for sure I know I'm going to be putting money in, but then there's other ones where I'm like, okay, if we have money, I'd like to do these, but it's not the end of the world if we don't. So usually my list comes down to here and like a little over here, like my holiday stuff goes over here, but like I knew I'm not stuffing all of them this time around because there's just bigger priorities. One of which you're going to see is we have some major pet expenses that we're going to be stuffing. So that's what that is. And then you'll notice there's some cash here. I did this before I filmed or started filming. I kind of did like a mini cash unstuffing, and I don't always do a lot of unstuffings on here because, to be honest, I always just like grab it as I need it. And I don't use like a credit card for a lot of things. I'm trying to kind of actually completely get away from credit cards. The only credit card that I actively use is my Sam's credit card, and that's it. Because I've had some bad history with credit cards and, early 20s, poor mistakes, poor decisions, which check out my Debt With Me series or Debt Check-In series, because I share all about that and how I'm getting out of debt. And it's a monthly update to share where we are at with our numbers. Just so that way everyone can see that like, no matter how much you have, you can make progress. I really, really love that series that I do. So definitely check that out. I'll do a little card here so you can see it. But yeah, so I never do a lot of unstuffings just because I always take things in deposit as I go. And if I always did a video for that, sometimes it's like, oh, well, like I bought cat stuff. Oh, okay, well, I just literally go deposit it the next time I drive and go somewhere. So that's why I don't. But basically what this amount is for, I figured I'd at least share what, this is. This is from two of them are from my business binder, and the other one is from my car envelope. So Chandler renewed his license, and then I have my taxes money in here, and then I also have my website hosting and security on here as well. So it's 45 plus 167 plus 47. I was $3 short on our car. So just to kind of make a note really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and subtract $3 because that's going to need to be put in here and redeposit it. Just so that way that evens out. It was so funny. He told me he had to renew his license, right? My husband. And he's like, oh, it'll be $34. I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. And then he checks out last night. He's like, it's $50. I'm like, where the heck did you get 34? He's like, I don't know. And I was like, well, neither do I. You told me. So it was a whole thing. So I'm going to put this with Colonel because Colonel actually really likes to hold money and it cracks me up. I'm going to let him hold that. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So how this works, if you're new to cash stuffing or cash budgeting, whenever I do my plan with me videos, we start with our $660 balance, and then we go through each category until we hit a zero balance. That way every dollar has a place. So what I do first is I go through all my binders and I see, okay, well, what money do I have in these? How much do I want to put in it, and kind of go from there. So gas still has 20 left over, and I have some traveling I have to do next week. So I'm going to put $60 in gas, just because that's kind of a priority. And then groceries, I'm going to do slightly less, because that following week, Chandler, for like 4 days, he's going to be gone to see his brother in New York for his birthday. He's doing a fun birthday weekend up there. He's doing a whole like canoe camping trip, which is so up his alley. And I'm going to be honest, it's really not up mine. Camping stuff I don't mind, but I like the kind of camping where I can like go to a bathroom. And I wouldn't even consider that like glamping. Like campgrounds actually have like some like bathroom stuff. I don't like the full wilderness version. I just don't, because honestly, I'm scared I would get eaten by a bear or something else. I just don't want to. I love the outdoors. I'm outside with my dogs and the horses all the time. That's my jam. But the others is not necessarily my jam. So he's going to have so much fun and I don't have to go. So because of that, I feel like I can do a smaller grocery budget, because when I'm going to be feeding myself for like almost a week, which is cheaper than feeding me and him. As anyone who's married or is dating a man, y'all know how much they eat. Like, Jesus Christ. So I usually do like 180 or 190 or something. I'm going to do 130, because I feel like that's still pretty good. And that leaves us at 467. Sam's Club, I'm going to do $40, because I think by that time I might need some more meat. We're good on any household stuff, which will come out of like the household envelope anyways. So I think I'm good to skip that for now. It's $10. I don't think we need anything, so it's fine. Car, I already said I was putting that $3 in there, and I started that from the beginning just so that fills that. Future house, I'm gonna only do, I'm happy to put, only do sounded kind of pretentious. I'm going to do $50 here. I've been trying to do a little bit higher, because this is our top priority, is saving and having a lot saved up there. But vet visits is going to get a big amount. Once we finish this little envelope here, we're going to go hard into it. Date night, I'm going to skip, because he's going to be gone anyways. Emergency fund, we have $250. I'm going to do $10 here, just to put something in it. And then our regular savings, I'm going to do $5. So that makes me feel good that I'm putting something in there, because I just know that when I get to like my pet binder, which I'm honestly going to go ahead and skip to, it's going to take a lot of this. So I want to go ahead and go to what's going to be the most expensive. And we're going to go to vet visits. All right, so I have $500 currently in vet visits, and at August 1st, so this will be, this video goes live before August 1st. So August 1st, this will go live Tuesday, and the vet appointment's at Friday. So August 1st, Annie has her, all of her shots due, and she's getting blood work done, because she has a dental extraction in October, which I'm not excited about, but it is what it is. And basically, that extraction in itself is like $900. This appointment to do all of her shots and blood work and her exam and all of that is it's either $298 or $398. I'm pretty sure it's $398, so I'm going to aim on the higher side, because I'd rather have extra money regardless. So that's at least $400 of this $500. Then Diesel has, he's a senior dog now, and so what I like to do when my pets get older, dog or cat, I did this with my senior cat Felix, I like to start doing biannual blood work and really kind of keep a close eye on how everything's going. And that whole visit is about $198, because I always get quotes from my vet, because they're great about that. Which, fun fact, you can do that, by the way. You can get quotes from your vet, so you can find out how much everything is, and that's how you can know how much you want to save. Like, I have a goal to fill my vet visits fund to about $3,000 and always have $3,000 in there. Now, granted, we're about to deplete it, but we've made really good progress. So that's proof in itself that you can do it. And honestly, once we have these big kind of appointments through October, we'll be able to reestablish this and get this back and going again. But no matter what, we already are able to at least cover everything for August. So because we'd be $100 short there, I know I want to do $100, but then if Diesel needs anything looked at, so for instance, he has like bumps on him, and as a lot of dogs get older, especially like boxers or something like that, he's not a boxer, but like my parents' dog is, those can either be benign tumors or they can be cancerous. And so far everything has just been a little fatty tumors, just little growths on them. It just happens as they get older. But we always like to check them. So if they ever need to check them to see if they are cancerous, it's called aspirating them. It's like $70 per one. So I'd rather have a little extra money in there. And then again, best case scenario, they're all fine. We don't have to examine any of them closer. And we have extra money going towards the surgery in October. So I'm going to do $250 in vet visits. It's going to take a big chunk, but it is what it is. I'm fine with that. Just because I feel like it's necessary to just try to be ahead. And then we'll just kind of go from there. The other one I know I want to put money in here is going to be cat food. I want to do its 24 because I know that they've already gone through like I think half of this already. And then everything else in here I think I'm fine on for now because like I said, or I don't know if I said it, but I'm working on some like projects right now. And I'm hoping that like by the time I get paid on those, I can kind of fill in more of my categories and get caught up on some of those. But like right now, the priority is vet visits, making sure obviously they have food. The dogs are fine on their food right now. I can wait on that. And then our priorities are essentials, which is gas, groceries. That's still, groceries, and our house. So for the purple binder, I don't think I'm actually going to put anything in here. So I'm going to go ahead and skip like hair, clothing, eating out, I'll think about personal care. Lily, I think I'm going to skip. I skip dog food. Pet supplies, actually, I lied. Pet supplies, how much is in there? I think I have $6 in pet supplies because I bought some the other day. And I know cats are going to need like more litter soon. Yeah, there's $6 in here. So I'm going to put $20 in pet supplies just to get that going. So now we have $68 left. So what I want to do... How much is in? This is my holiday binder. And there's only one in here I really kind of want to do right now because the next time, because I don't know when I'm going to get paid on some of my upcoming projects. Like I never know what the timelines are, like, because it all depends on once everything gets here and then once everything gets started and goes live and all of that. So my timelines and my paydays they're not bi-weekly like my husband's, right? So the time that he leaves for his trip is when he'll be getting paid again, but we're leaving so early that morning that I want to try to have some stuff here. If anything, if I need to pull something from savings and then reimburse myself, I can, but I'm trying to give him some extra money for his trip. So I already have 30 in here. I want to do another 30. I don't honestly know what he's going to need money for being in the woods, but I'd rather him have something. I think he needs like $10 for like a day fishing license or a weekend fishing license for up there. So that'll at least cover that. But I feel like he's just going to be eating stuff with his brother at his house or something. So if anything, it's just extra money. If he wants to get something at the airport, like a drink or something, because he does not like flying, he has it and there's something there. And then again, if I get paid on something beforehand or he does, I'd like to put more in here. Ideally, this will have like 60. Ideally, I would like to have like $100 in here, but we will see how far we get. So... I'm going to skip all of these other ones, I believe. Yeah, that's the only one I want to do in holiday binder. And then my business binder, I've got $38 left. I kind of want to go to like my photo shoots and put something in here because I have 150 in there. What is it? What is that? Okay, so I have $38. I was just seeing what a total was because I just didn't want to do math. I kind of want to go ahead and put 25 in photo shoots. So that leaves me with $13. And then what's left in here, I could either do personal care. Let's see how much is actually in that envelope because I know I just bought some stuff, but I can't recall what the amount is. We have, is that 48 or is that 8? I actually have no idea. What is that? 10? Oh, we have $48 in here. Oh, we're actually better off in here than I thought. See, again, you put money aside and it's just there. you put it away and then you forget about it. I honestly didn't think I had that much. So I'm honestly okay with that. So you know what I actually think I'm going to do? I'm going to go back into my holiday binder, and I think I'm actually going to put this money in summer, because then we can still, hopefully, my goal is to try to still do a summer trip. And if we do that, that'll put us at, I'll be $2 short of 130. So that's not bad. So we're getting there. And if worst case scenario, if this timing wise doesn't play out or anything like that, then this money's going to save up for next year, and we can do an even like bigger and more epic summer trip. Because I did start saving this kind of a little bit like later into the year. But I mean, if you look at the progress we've made though, I think I started in like April, and I've done like, I think the most amount I've ever put in is like $25. I've done $5 amounts. Like, it really does add up. Like, it's quite great. So I'm just going to do that, and then that finishes everything off. So now what we do next, again, if you're new here and new to cash stuffing or budgeting, we then grab our bill denominations that we're going to use to stuff into our binder. So for instance, gas, I'm going to do 3 20s. Fix that too. There we go. Groceries is 130, so 20. I like to kind of divide this out into multiple bills because it makes it easier for me to shop, and then keep money aside in my binder. So I do 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, and then we'll do 21s. 1, 2. Just fit. Sam's will do 2 20s. Car will do $3. Again, it's going to go right back in this cash. Future House is going to get a 50, emergency fund a 10, savings 5, cat food 20, and 4 ones. Gosh, that's a terrible 2. There's like a line coming through there. It's like I made a weird double 2. Yeah, even Colonel had to get a closer look. Vet supplies can have a 20. Vet visits is going to have 2 100s and a 50. Photo shoots a 20 and a 5. Summer 10 and 3 ones. And Chandler's birthday a 20 and a 30. So now what I do next is I grab all of my bills that I've gathered. I total up how many there are of each one, and then I give that to the bank teller when I go. So like, for instance, I know I have 21s here, 20, 23, that's 4, 27, and 30. So I have 31s. And then I like to equal what it actually totals to. So for instance, if I however many 5s, I wouldn't just say there's like 25s. I would say I'd put it here, and then I'd put out the total, because the bank teller actually has to do that math on their own. So I just think it's easier, and it saves time. It makes their job easier to go ahead and have all that out. And then I just say, okay, this is what it's going to be. I check it before I go, but then that also is like a double check. Like, oh yeah, that did equal your amount, and you're good to go. So that is the next step. And then after this, I'm going to go to the bank with my I usually do like a little Post-it note with this. And then I'll bring it back, and I will film my cash stuffing. So definitely check out that video. It will be right after this. And also, actually, that video, so this is Tuesday. That video is going to go live Thursday. And then Wednesday, the day before, or the day after this one, I'm also starting a new series. I have a debt check-in series on here, which definitely, I'll do a card here. Check that out. But what I wanted to also start is a savings series, because I thought it'd be really cool to kind of go over what I'm saving for, because I know over time in life that's going to change, but that way it's kind of similar to the debt check-in, right? Like, we all talk about what we're saving for, what our goal amount is if we have one, and kind of sharing our progress updates, because obviously paying off debt's super important and it's a priority of ours right now. But at the same time, we all are saving for certain things. Like right now, like I shared, Future House is a big one of ours. Vet visits fund, just having savings in general, like stuff like that is important to us. And so I thought it'd be really cool to kind of do a community type series about that too. So definitely check that out. That'll be going live tomorrow. And if you love this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really makes me excited when I see thumbs up, or if I see comments. Like, I really enjoy it. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.